bam, done. He can even start your company website for advertising at the beginning for free. Bang, you have free workers out there. Find young people, because young people can afford to work for fucking nothing. You try to find members of staff that have mortgages and fucking pension plans, that's expensive. The best staff you can find are young people. And in most cases, young people know more than the old people anyway, especially about technology and stuff. Young people are fantastic. I love hiring 18, 19-year-old kids. They know fucking more than me about fucking TikTok, Instagram, all the blah, blah, all the shit that's big. They know more than me. I'm 33, I'm not even old. These kids are sitting there going, we need to do this and this and this. I'm like, go then. They're like, I'm like, how long is it gonna take? They're like, a week. I said, no, it's gonna be ready tomorrow. Tomorrow, show me it, done. Don't piss me off, go. Speed, back to lesson 1. Bang. So you already have workers for your business. You already have them, you just don't fucking use them because you're lazy. So contact them right now, let's get started.
I apologize for the change of face, but Andrew has invited me here to talk about another very important point when it comes to making money, which is work with family when possible. That's why I'm here. Now, it's very easy for people like me and Andrew to tell you to work with family.
So contact them right now, let's get started.
We're exceptionally close.
I apologize for the change of face, but Andrew has invited me here to talk about another very important point when it comes to making money, which is work with family when possible. That's why I'm here. Now, it's very easy for people like me and Andrew to tell you to work with family.
So contact them right now, let's get started.
We're exceptionally close. I apologize for the change of face, but Andrew has invited me here to talk about another very important point when it comes to making money, which is work with family when possible. That's why I'm here. Now, it's very easy.
Because he was only a lawyer, a junior lawyer, making maybe £50,000 a year. A good income, but not a Ferrari income. And he told us, he said, you English people, you white people.
Here to talk about another very important point when it comes to making money, which is work with family when possible. That's why I'm here. Now, it's very
because he was only a lawyer, a junior lawyer, making maybe £50,000 a year. A good income, but not a Ferrari income. And he told us, he said, you English people, you white people.
Here to talk about another very important point when it comes to
6 other houses. I thought, oh, that's pretty clever. And what about the Ferrari? He said, well, a Ferrari finance payment is £2,000 a month, more than me on my own. However, I don't drive the car all the time. So me and all of my brothers, we bought these finance agreements for the Ferrari, our Range Rover, and our Rolls Royce. And we all drive them whenever we want. I thought, wow, that is smart. That's a conversation that got me and Andrew thinking at a very young age. From that point on, whenever we were renting a small apartment, we'd rent it together rather than pay 2 separate rents. Property prices in England were still too expensive for us to buy. But when we worked together, when we were looking at making money, we thought, how can we do this together? And everything from there went into a single pot. Up until this day, we're multi-millionaires. We share bank accounts. I don't know what's in whose account, under what name, which house, which car is owned by who. I mean, I know on paper, but it doesn't matter because everything is collectively owned. Now it doesn't matter so much. Me or Andrew could go our separate ways, buy our own family home and have 3 supercars each, if we wanted to. But we don't. You see, when we were much younger, our first ever supercar was an Aston Martin Vantage. An old one, cost us £65,000 secondhand. It wasn't the most amazing car, but we paid for it, the both of us. That way we had a supercar for both of us to use. The money we saved, we put into business, the other activities we were doing, and that helped us propel forward to the point we're at now. So sure, it'd be easy to divide resources and split now, but why? Am I going to reach the next level faster if I do that? No. So now I live in a 7-bedroom house. My driveway is full. It's got 6 cars on it. I actually need to extend it now because Andrew won't stop buying cars, but that's fine by me. Always work with family. Now, my cousin from the United States is in a very lucky position. He's now living here in Bucharest. He works with us, and he essentially works with us forever. As long as we're making money, he's going to be here, and he's part of the team. When I first met him, he was 5 years old. I didn't see him
always
again until he
work
was 19.
with family.
Now, when he was 19, he was smart.
Now,
he had all
my
the
cousin
going on,
from the
but
United
his
States
privilege.
is in a very lucky position. He's now living here in Bucharest. He works with us, and he essentially works with us forever. As long as we're making money, he's going to be here and he's part of the team.
And he was at university. Everything was
when I first met him, he was 5 years old. I didn't see him always work with family.
When he was 19, he was smart.
Now, he had my cousin from the United States.
The kind of life I remember. So after 2 years of what I call the struggle, I thought, okay, it's time to bring Luke back in. And Luke is now a member of our team, as he is a member of our family. Now, I understand not everybody has brothers. Not everybody has cousins. You may be an only child. You may be an orphan. I don't know what you are. But everyone's got those people that are so valuable to you that you wouldn't stab them in the back for $1 billion and 1,000 women. Those are the people you want to work with. As long as you are sure that they share your sentiments, those are the people you want to team up with. Pool your resources, live in the same house. If you're broke, if you're both working dead-end jobs, rent one room together if need be. If you're good friends, if you meet a woman, tell them to take a walk for an hour and come back. That is one of the keys to mine and Andrew's success.
Lesson 5, command respect. Now, what I want to do in the 100 points, this 100 tenets of business, is I don't want to talk too much about the fluffy bullshit that all the other millionaires talk about and teach, because what they're really doing is copping out. So it's very easy for Tai Lopez, who has no real business skill. Tai Lopez doesn't know anything about business, to say, you get rich by reading books, because it sounds easy. Then everyone goes, oh, really? Okay, I'll read books. It sounds easy, but it's not true. And think positive, you'll get rich. That's not true either. But some things are true. And number 5, this is true. Command respect. This is true. So I'll give you an example. We're going to go back to Dan, the T2 guy. So I still talk to Dan sometimes now. And he's a good guy. He's got a good heart, but he just loves drugs. Some people do. One of the reasons I'm good at business is because I command respect. And I command respect because I'm a physical specimen of a man. This is the reality. I'm a professional fighter. So this helps me, whether I'm running my webcam girls or whether I was pitching television advertising. There's a level of respect humans have for other humans who are a physical specimen. Dan is a big black guy. The way Dan sold and acted and treated staff, he could get away with that he couldn't get away if he was an obese white guy. Because there's something evolutionary about humans. And if you're a person who's viewed as strong, people respect you and people trust you. If you want to run a business and you want people to spend money with you, one of the best things you can do is go to the gym. Tell you the truth. Get in fucking physical shape and people will see, okay, well, he's obviously not afraid of hard work. He's obviously disciplined. There's some things that are spoken without being spoken. There's a word for it that will come to me. And having a physical presence is one of them. It helps in business every possible way. If I stand up, when I used to stand up...
is in a very lucky position. He's now living here in Bucharest. He works with us, and he essentially works with us forever. As long as we're making money, he's going to be here, and he's part of the team.
And he was at university.
When I first met him, he was 5 years old. I didn't see him always work with family. When he was 19, he was smart. Now, he had my cousin from the United States.
The kind of life I remember. So after 2 years of what I call the struggle, I thought, okay, it's time to bring Luke back in. And Luke is now a member of our team. As he is a member of our family. Now, I understand not everybody has brothers. Not everybody has cousins. You may be an only child. You may be an orphan. I don't know what you are. But first met him, he was 5 years old. I didn't see him always work with family. When he was 19. So after 2 years of what I call the struggle, I thought, okay, it's time to bring Luke back in. And Luke is now...
I approached my webcam girl business the same as I approached every other business, with the same tenets. I started it for cheap with a laptop I already had.
Command a physical presence, your words... First met him, he was 5 years old. I didn't see him always work with family. When he was 19. So after 2 years of what I call the struggle, I thought, okay.
All my same things. Speed, quickly, get everything produced quick. I did all the same things with all my businesses. But the reason I could have so many girls listen to me is because I'm me. And I'm me because I'm big and strong. I'm Andrew Tate. So if you want to run your business, do not neglect physical presence. Now, you can be successful without physical presence. There's a whole bunch of dorks who are successful. But I'm talking about what I know about business and what I've learned. This is the Hustlers University. And what I'm saying is it will help you. Even if you're Bill Gates and he was super successful and he's a dork, he would have been more successful if he was a big, strong dude. It's never going to detriment you to be bigger and stronger in life, and whether it's in business and every other aspect of life. Being bigger and stronger and commanding physical presence will always help you. It shows discipline, it shows that you understand hard work, and it makes your word more valuable. And sometimes in business, all you've really got is your word. So if you do that as a big, strong dude, people just believe you more. This is just the harsh reality. This is the hustler's university. I told you, it's no nonsense, it's no garbage. If you want to run a company, start going to the gym, get big, get strong. It's going to help you make money. Sooner or later, I guarantee you, it's going to help you make money. This is point 5. Don't neglect it because it's very, very true. Even if it only helps you 10%. 10% is a lot. 10% is the business. 10% is the difference between success and failure. 10% is the difference between a little bit of money and a lot of money. 10% is a huge difference. If you're selling, let's say you're selling $1 million of product and you got a 20% margin, that's 200K. If you had an extra 10% margin because you're the big strong guy and you got 300K, bang, that's an extra 100 grand a year. That's a fucking 911. That's a Porsche. There's a big difference. It's a big difference. So do not neglect number 5 because it's real. Check the guns. Would you, and here, let me prove the point. Would you have bought this course? You bought this course because I'm Andrew Tate. You trust me. You've obviously looked at me and you go, you know what? There's something about this guy. He knows something. I trust him. Would you have still bought this course if I was morbidly obese? Genuine question. I know it's an extreme, but it's a question. If I was morbidly obese in my chair and very, very fat, I'm going to teach you about business. Would you have bought the course? Or would you have thought, fuck you, fat fuck, you don't know nothing? And if you're honest with yourself, you'd think, yeah, you're probably right. I wouldn't have bought from you if you were obese. So that's the extremes. I'm a professional fighter, obese. These are extremes. But the extremes prove the point. The closer you are to in good physical condition, the more likely you are to be respected, and the more likely you are to be able to say things and people believe you. So, get in physical shape. That's point 5. Commanding respect is always going to be able to help you throughout life, especially in business. Point 6. Resell to people you've already sold to. It's the easiest money you'll ever make. So, in T2 television, because obviously we knew we weren't making money. When shit was getting hard, what we do is we were selling these 18, 19 grand deals. And one of the reasons we survived so long is we'd get people to sign up, pay 18, 19 grand, make their advert, show them their advert, hope they loved it. And if they love their advert, then we try and sell a bonus airtime package. We come at them and say, by the way, we've got a really big purchase coming up for McDonald's, some bullshit. And we're getting airtime extremely cheap. And for only an extra 5 grand, we can get you an extra 100 spots on TV. Some garbage, some bullshit. And try and sell them this extra package. And this package had some profit in it for us. The spots we'd give them would be in the middle of the night, cheap, bullshit. And this was our only chance to make any profit. So if they said no to this, we did all the work for effectively nothing. If they said yes, we'd sell it for 5 and it was like 4 grand profit. That's how we were surviving. So if we tried to put that in at the front end and sell 24, 25 grand packages, we couldn't sell it. But if we sold them at 19 and then tried to upsell them later, we had about 60, 70% upsell rate if people liked their advert. So the easiest money you'll ever make is selling to people who have already bought from you before, as long as you relatively fulfilled your deal. So we did it after the advert. We never tried to sell it to them before they saw the advert because then it was much harder to sell. So if you do a good job or a half good job, the best customers you're
Hey, you guys gonna give me a ride home?